ECHO Skates, the Founders Edition only. Please let me know if you can. Oh, sorry about that. Right. Please let me know if you can actually hear me up front, because this is the distance between myself and the phone I'm filming this on. Hold on, let me just try to get so I can see all those questions or whatever on my laptop here. Just hold on a second. Hold on. Under 1 minute I get this rolling. Just so I can see the questions. That's if anyone has questions. Okay, so right, if you see me looking towards this side, then I'm trying to look at the questions up on my laptop. So basically, I got the. Hold on, let me put this here. So this whole live stream today is talking about these skates. These are the ECHO Freeskates Founder Edition. I got them in the mail on. It's today Friday. I picked them up on Monday. That is very earlier this week, and yeah. So basically, I haven't seen a lot of videos on these skates because obviously, like, they are new. From what I saw in the box, they made just 500 pairs of these, and it's out for testing. So if you buy these, you are supposed to like give feedback to them, which they have a tag here that says "Have your say." If you see this tag in the box, it says "Have your say." So basically, you get the skates, you skate them, you give them feedback on how they feel like, and then these people can improve on the skates. So right, these are the skates as they come in the box. They do state that the original, the new ones that they are going to make are not going to be the same colorway as these ones, because these are just 500 pairs, limited edition, and they are trying to get testing and feedback. Also, just a disclaimer for this, I didn't pay for them. The ECHO Skates actually sent them to me. So that's just like, that feels really good being sent skates, like being one of the people to say, like, test these and actually give feedback on them, because yeah, I feel like well, we'll just get back to how I feel like later. Let's just get back into talking. Let's get into talking about the skates. So these are the skates as they come. They are 4x80 millimeters, and just like any other free skates, they have a replaceable slider here. But I don't think any other slider from any skate is going to fit on these. They do have a removable cuff. I was told the cuffs are the same as the ones that come on the ECHO aggressive skates, which means you can change the cuffs and put the ones on the aggressive skates if you have those. So my whole goal with this video is to actually like take the skates apart, because this is one skate people are really looking forward to know what it is about, and most importantly being the frame and the mounting system. So I'm going to drop these skates here on the side here so you can still see them from here. And then I've taken the whole skate apart bit by bit, the wheels, the frames. I have the frames here, the wheels, the frames, the axles, and then also the liners are here. And I've taken like everything off, basically off of one skate. I haven't taken the caps off yet because I was late. So let's just do this one right here. Okay, let me put this here so you can see. Okay, so this is the shell of the skate, the ECHO Freeskates Founders Edition. So you can see here they have ECHO written here. And then I was also told there is like numbers on the skates. I'll actually try to find that number later. But basically, this is the shell. I'm a size 42, and these are also a size 42. Size 42 is hold on here. So UK size, EU, that is European size 42, and then UK size 8, US size 9. So I don't know if the shells are dual sizes where you can do like 41, 42, but this line adjusted size 42. So, but I don't know for sure if the shells are 41, 42. Let me just look in here. Okay, so the shell says 200. It says ECH2, which I'm sure is just 2. You can't really see that in here, but it says ECHO Skates, and then it says ECH2, and it says hyphen 282 millimeters, and another hyphen, and it says L, which is left, and then it says designed in London. It says copyright 2025, and then it has the plates from the mounting system in there, which we are going to talk about in a later, like we are going to talk about later in this video. So basically this is the shell of the skate. It has replaceable cups. When you if you can hear me, just let me know you can hear me really well, because I want to be able to be in screen while also sounding okay, because I'm just recording this from phone. I don't have any external microphones or anything, so if you can hear me, just let me know. It's very important for me. I've seen there is 2 people watching it. Just let me know if the sound is okay. So right, getting back to the skates, the cups look like they are actually height adjustable by 3 sizes, and I'm just going to take the Allen key here and just remove the cups really quick. That's the only thing I didn't do. Just remove the cups really quick and then show you guys what's going on in there. Also, why I'm doing this on a live stream, so I don't have to be in a hurry. Just take my time and show you guys everything on the skates. Okay, so the cups on the skates are height adjustable to 3. Let's go here. Hold on. Right, so the cups are height adjustable to 3 options, where you can have it down, and then you can have it in the middle, and you can have it up. But I'll just leave it down as it is, as it came, and then when I skate them later, depends how they feel, I will tell you guys if I sent it up or down. So let me just tighten this up and then talk about the rest of the parts. Wow. Okay. So the cups are height adjustable to 3 sizes. You can put them in the middle, and then you can put them up. And I know like a higher cup is more supportive for urban skating. I don't know for aggressive skating. For aggressive skating, I don't think a lot of people need a very higher calf, because your feet will be doing all those grinds. I mean, I don't grind much, so I could be wrong. But for urban skating, higher calf is a very great advantage, because the higher the calf, the more supportive it really is, and you can like jump around and be very quick, and the skates will be very responsive. So this is the shell as it comes. Like I said, the cups are height adjustable to 3 sizes, and then the buckles, where this top buckle goes, it's actually very hard to take them off from here. If you don't have nails, then it will be a little bit harder for you to get your finger in there. Coming from here is very smooth, but coming from here you can actually like feel there's a bump. But coming from here, which means this side is a little bit bigger than this side, which is good because you don't have to, these wouldn't hit by accident, or it wouldn't open by accident, and then you would have your top buckle coming out. Also on the other side, it has a very big side protector here, as you can see. So if you hit this, the buckle wouldn't be damaged at all, because it's a very big side protector here. Also the buckles are replaceable. They are just screws in here, so you can take them off and replace them if you want to replace them. And they have this kind of I don't know how to call it. It's obviously not magnetic because this is plastic, but it has this thing here where if it comes off, the cups just go back. They go back by themselves. You don't have to put them back. They just go back. And I've only seen this on my aggressive skates, the USD AMs, where the cups just go back in there. So next thing I want to talk about is the 45 degrees, is that what it's called? Yeah, the 45 degrees back up. If they had something where this would go in, either if this was made shorter like this one here, the 45-degree one, if it was made shorter would be good, or if there was something here where this extra would go in there where it's attached to the boat, it would be fine, because you don't want to have your skates you don't want to have your skates and have this all the way here, because then this could break if you hit something or like try to jump and you miss it and you go here like this. Then this can actually break, which would damage this because it comes through together. So this is just for me, this is the only thing I would want to. Maybe I can just cut it off, which will make it shorter, but you know, just something to note that the 45-degree curve is very long here, and it would be hanging because there is nothing there for it to go in there. Now, coming to this is not just like any other urban skate on the market, primarily because of the mounting system these guys have. And the mounting system is actually the main reason why lots of people are interested in these skates. So the way these guys mount the frames to the boots, which I have, let me just take these out so I can show you guys. The way these guys mount the frames to the boot is very different from anything else I've seen, because usually for the urban skates you either have a 165, I think there is a 165, 170 or 175, I'm not sure of what is in the middle, but there's a 165 and then there's a 195, I think 195 or 190, yeah, for the speed skating frames, the longer ones. Okay, so the mounting system for these guys' frames is, if you look under these skates here, you can see there is 3 holes in the top, okay? And these 3 holes, this is what the frame looks like, alright? These are the frames. And it's still a high-low. You can, when you look at the frames from here, let me just put this on my shirt so the contrast is, it's still a high-low, like it's high in the back and it's lower in the front, like just like most urban skating frames. But these don't just go behind, don't go underneath the skate this way, okay? So these frames actually slide into the boot, which so these frames go in here this way. They slide up from the bottom of the skate. You put the frames in here and then you slide them up, and then they go in, and then you can screw them from here. That is on the outer edge of the skate. You have 1, 2, and then you have 1 here on the inner edge, that is 3. And then down here on the heel side, you have just 1 here on the inner edge, and then you have 1 here on the outer edge, right? But then the frames slide, they slide up towards your toes. They go in. So you put the frames here this way and you push them up. That's how they go in. And because of the way the frames are designed, it's not like the other free skates where you can put like the right frame on the left skate and the left skate on the right frame. You get what I mean? Like, because it's a 165, you just put it there and you screw it. So you can have the left on the right and the right on the left. In this case, with this mounting system, just like the power slide one, you can't have the left frame on the right skate, or you can't have the right skate on the left frame. So the frames, the bolts that hold the frame to the boot are actually very small. Like, hold on here. These are the bolts. If you can just see how very small they are. This is just the regular size Allen key, the very tiny Allen key that comes with most skates. But you can see the bolts that hold the skates to the frames are very small. And also, another thing you should notice is the bolts that hold the frame to the skates don't hold the frame to the plastic. They hold the frame through the plastic and then into another metal piece. So if you look up here, on top you have three holes here to mount the frames here. And then if you look down here, there is just 2 of them. So these metal plates here this metal plate goes in the bottom here, like this. This metal plate goes down there this way, and then this other one goes up here. This has been coming out since, I don't know what's wrong with it, but that's what you get for taking your new skates apart. Right, so these stay up here this way. So the frames, these really small bolts here, this one here goes through the frame and then through the plastic, and it's pinned here on this metal. So you have like a little bit of a ring here. I told you, they just force up. I don't know why it keeps falling out, but then the one down here doesn't really fall out. So when the frames go in this way, when they go here like this, it's not like they just stay there and they can fall off, you know, like the frames don't fall off. It actually slides in here because there is stuff here to, if I use the Allen key, you can see there's a little bit of space in there that is even sorry here, just so you guys get it, like there's a little bit of space that can hold the Allen key, so it's not like the frames are in there and then they can fall off, right? So that's the most important part of the skate. And then they say like this means you have a really lower frame, and that it's really close to the boot and really low to the ground. So lower to the ground means you have more stability, more control. Of course, these are urban skates, you really need those. But also, just from looking, I haven't skated them yet, just from looking at the boots, you can tell they have some real wells, they call it, under it. It means underneath the boot you have this here, and then you have a hole here, and you have this place which is lower than this one, this space for the wheel, and then also this front here for the wheel that comes up in the front, which means the mounting system, when they say it's lower to the ground, it's actually like really low to the ground, because you have this whole wheel space where the wheels go through. And if you look at the complete, if you look at the complete skates, like I showed you in the other live stream, when you see these wheels here, you can't really see the upper part of the wheel. I mean, you can, but I mean, just look here. There is no space. You can see a very tiny bit of space with my dress showing in the back. A really tiny bit space in here. And it does look really low though. Like the frames look really low in comparison to my 165 I have, but I would have to skate it to be sure. So yeah, that's about the frames and the mounting system, which is the most important part of these skates, because everyone's like, you know, trying to find out what the mounting system is and the advantages it's going to bring to the skate. So let me just fix this back up here and show you guys. Just a very simple, if you take the frames off, this is what they look like underneath, and the frames slide in from here. Right, so you have 5 screws, you have 5 holes up here. Very easy. They use the same Allen key to loosen and tighten them up. Let me do the one in the heel first. It's just gonna make the video quite long and boring, which I don't want it to be. So the next thing I would want to talk about is the liners that come on the skate. The liners that come on the skate, they look like really good liners, really good, comfortable, solid liners. I haven't seen this from the previous skates I have. The liners are glued on the toe area, the front, and also, I mean, it's glued basically all around the liner, and then there is stitches up here. And the material that is in the front is neoprene, which means this material can stretch. This material stretches up a little bit, so if say you're a size 42, but then there's a little bit of, you have like a little bit of a longer foot, it can fit, because then this is going to stretch. It's not going to like stretch so much, but this stretch is just enough to keep your feet really comfortable in here. And this does look like the Intuition liners just from the looks, but I haven't seen a lot of other liners enough to be able to say, it looks like this liner or that liner from that skate. I just have the liners that come with the stock skates I usually have, and they don't look anything like this. And so this here, I think I've seen this thing before on one of those liners coming from one of the brands from past life. I think on some of the USD skates or something where the liners have this in the back here. I don't really know. I honestly don't know what difference this is going to make, but let's just keep it there and we'll find out together as we go, because I really don't know what this for. I haven't had any liners that come with this in the back. I mean, for me, I just think it looks cool too. It just adds a little bit of, like seriousness on the liner here, where it doesn't look like a flat basic thing. And then there is also this one here, which I don't know what this also is for. But then I've watched a few reviews on the aggressive skates, and people say like this is to put on the parts where if the calf is rubbing on the liner, or if you have pressure points, you can put this anywhere. But also, again, like looking at the thickness of this liner, ouch. Looking at the thickness of this liner, if you had like pressure points or something, I honestly don't think this would make a lot of difference if you have this on there. But I just think this is here so that if you have the calf bolts or something rubbing on the liner, you can put this on there, because I don't think this would solve a pressure point issue. Just from looking at it, this is just like, look at the thickness of this thing, like, and then look at the thickness of this thing. So if this is not able to solve your pressure points problems, I don't think like this extra little one will be able to do anything. And there's two of them, here and here, so you can just move them all around. I just personally think it's there for the calf bolts reason, so that if you have the calf bolts rubbing on here, you can put these on there, so the calf bolts don't end up going into the liner. I don't think it's for pressure points or anything. The liners look super comfortable. They have laces, as you can see. This is obvious. The liners come with laces, and then the shell also comes with its own laces. And the wheels that come on the skates are 80 millimeters. You can see from here. Am I holding on where it's waiting? No. It's here, 80 millimeters, 85A hardness, which 85A hardness is kind of like the standard for all the urban skates or like big wheel skates I've seen. It's all 80 millimeters, 85A, even if they are 110s or 90 mm, like 85A hardness just seems to be like the standard of these things. And then the bearings are ABEC 7. Yeah, I don't really know like what the difference is to, like whether the ABEC 7 or the ABEC 3 or 5 or whatever. I mean, people say it's faster, but then like if you have new ABEC 3 bearings and new ABEC 7 bearings, I don't think you would notice the differences that much. So that's about the wheels. A lot of people do say stock wheels are not the best, but let's just see how long these hold up. So that's about the wheels. Super simple wheels. Now let's get to looking at the skates as they are. So this is what you get in this is what you get in the box, and like I said earlier, this is Founders Edition, and they only made like 500 pairs, and they're taking like feedbacks and stuff. Like, yeah, basically they're taking feedbacks on the skates. So on the skates there's a tag here, like I said in the beginning, that says have your say. If you look at this, it says have your say. So you just scan it and it takes you straight to the website where there's a place you can give feedbacks and stuff. But the skates really do look solid. They look like they can take the beating. But then also we are yet to find out. So yep, that's about the skates, just to keep the live stream like really short and straight to the point. I think I've said enough, and the most important part being the mounting system and how they and how it fits to the skates. I've seen a few comments where people are asking if they are going to be making like other frames and stuff. I mean, this is basically become like what Power Slide did with their Trinity system, where no other frame is going to fit. Also, one thing I realized on the frame which I don't really like is the fact that you need 2 Allen keys to open them. Also, something I forgot to mention earlier, you need 2 Allen keys to open them, so a left and the right, as compared to the regular one where you just, most urban skates where you just put 1 Allen key and you open. And I don't think they can't make the frames like that, so I don't know the reason why they wouldn't want to make them like that, where you have just 1 Allen key and have 1 very long axle. On these skates you need 2 Allen keys because these come in this way, like, you know, the way they are on aggressive skates. So I don't know, for me it's not a thing I'm a fan of, because having to be carrying 2 Allen keys, it's not like the Allen keys are so crazy heavy, but you know, I've not had a skate where I needed 2 Allen keys to open. A lot of times it's just 1 Allen key. And just one thing I didn't check on the frames on the first time. Let me just check it here on the second one. Okay, so the skates come with, the frames come with, let me remove them. So if you look on the frame, they do have something in the middle here that is made of plastic. I don't know what these are. Okay, just hold on there a bit. Okay, so on the skates they have these little, I don't know what they are called, but these ones are on the inner part of the frame, so that when the wheels go in there, they are not rubbing on they are not like really stuck. But then I also think the way they are designed, if you turned them upside down, it would give the skate some kind of a rocket setup. So yeah, actually that's what they are for. So if you look on these, where it's like a little bit of space down here, alright, if you take these out and you turn it upside down, let me just do that so you guys can see. So if you take these out, and then you turn them upside down, it means then, hold on. It's my first time doing this kind of a video, so come on, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you take these out and you put them back in, it means then the wheels are going to be a little bit closer to the ground. So yeah, right, on the frames you have the option to make a little bit of a rocket setup just by the way you remove these things. So you just take them out, turn them upside down, put them back in position, and then you have a rocket setup where you have the 2 middle wheels lower to the ground more than the first one and the last one. So here I think I've touched on everything about the frames, and it's a really nice, innovative design. I mean, who would have thought? It does look like some of those like the hockey skates where the frames are riveted on the left and right, and it's like 3 on the left, 3 on the right side. But this is quite a different system. And I also don't understand why the frames should slide in from the back. Like, if the frames are sliding in from the back, it means then as the skates keep going forward, like if the frames sliding from the back this way, yeah, I've been cut. The frames did cut me. But anyway, yeah, if you guys are taking this out, you should be very careful though. So like I said, I don't get why the frames are sliding in from the back instead of sliding in from the front, because if they are going this way and the skates are going forward, it does mean if they hit something, then they could easily, like, you know, slide out. That is, if you lose a bolt or two, then it means it's easily sliding out. Or like if it's going forward and the resistance, like you are going forward and your frames are on the floor, and the frames slide into the boot from the back, it means then, like if you are going to take out the frames here and you slide them to the back to take them, it means that if your skates are going forward, there is more pressure, like with the frames going back, and I think that could put pressure on the bolts as compared to if the frames slide in from the front this way, and then since they slide in, they are locked in, they don't really go anywhere because there is a barrier in the back that is holding the frames in place. So then when they are going forward, there will be no resistance, or even if there is resistance, the frames will not be able to fall out. If you get what I'm trying to say, like just look at it this way. Let's take it a little bit slow so you guys can get it. So let's just say these frames slide in from the back. Like if you are removing the frames, you remove them from the back, alright? So if your skates are moving forward and this is removed from the back this way, it means the skates going forward, there's more pressure for this to come back. And so that is equally more pressure on the bolts that are holding the skates, if you get what I'm saying. So this goes out this way, right? And you're going forward. Like there's a lot of stuff, like all the resistance, all the trying to go forward trying to go forward with uneven surfaces, trying to like get this frame to come back out, as compared to if the frame slide in from the front of the skates this way, where they lock in, they hit something and they can't really go back. Then if you're going forward, like there's no way the frames are going to fall out, if you get what I'm trying to say. So other than that, I think, this would be perfect and this wouldn't have problems. And yeah, that's just what I think. I haven't skated it. I'm not, like, once I skate it, then I would be able to like see what they feel like and how responsive they are and stuff like that. And like I said, yeah, the frames did cut me. If you can see over there is like, little, yeah, and the frames are quite sharp on the edges. So if you guys do take your frames out, you should be a little bit careful. So yeah, that's about the skates as they are, the new mounting system and everything. And this is the skates. It does look like a really super solid skate, and I just like the looks. It's a black skate, but it's a black skate it's a black skate that doesn't look like just any other skate. So yeah, also I just like this nice detail in here. It says this life and the next, like super powerful statement on there. So yeah, just 4 minutes past my 30 minutes mark. It's 11:30 p.m. this side. If you do have any questions, you can just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you on those. Other than that, I think I've said everything there is to say about the skates. I mean, as far as the features go, I've said everything I need to say, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys again in another video. Have a great day. Just stay tuned on the channel, and if you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe, because there is going to be more follow-up videos on these days. And also click on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos. Let me know in the comments, most importantly, how the audio sounds like on the video, because I'm just recording from the phone, like I said. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. I'll see you guys again in another video. Have a great day, great night, wherever you are in the world. And thanks for watching my channel. I'll see you again in another video. Bye-bye.